So if you're really interested in social media, you probably want to check this out. This is the Social Spy Agent. We're going to be spying on all our competitors. We're going to be taking all their video data, scraping everything, all their videos, anything that we want really, okay? And then using all that information to our advantage. Let's get into it. So let's get this started up. We just put in python main.py. Boom, there we go. We're already ready to go, okay? So first thing we can do is, let's just do a simple one. We'll just do a competitor analysis, okay? So we just put in 2. We put in the time frame, so let's just say, I don't know, all time, and we let it run, okay? So we can see here, all the videos are being output. We can see this is obviously for my account in this case. You could put in several of your competitor usernames, or just people that you want to track, and pretty much get all the video data from YouTube, from Instagram as well, which we have right here. And then we also have the TikTok. So for my accounts in particular, there isn't too much data, obviously, okay? But we can see all this information right here. But what's great is that after this process and this automation completes, we also get the CSV files and the JSON files as well. So these are the JSON files. So if I wanted to see the data, I could open up the JSON files, but I'm actually going to show you the CSV. So looking at CSV here, if I just click on, let's say, TikTok, and I open this up right here, I have the table of CSV. Now this is opening up in VS Code, but if you had Microsoft Excel or Sheets, you could just upload it there as well, of course. And we can just open that up and see all the data for our TikToks for whatever accounts that we're tracking, okay? So we have that. We have the YouTube data as well, which is right here. But this is not going to show much because my account doesn't really have, that many videos. But let's go back again. Now let's do a query search as well. We're just going to search on YouTube. It's going to search on Instagram. It's going to search on TikTok and pull all the best videos from all those platforms. So all we have to do is we just press 1, all right? And we're going to put our search query in. So let's just say, our niche is more like AI automations and AI agents. Let's just put in AI agents to begin. Put that in. Let's just say we want it from the last 7 days. We'll do that. And boom, there we go. We've got some YouTube data coming in right here. So as you can see as well, we do have an engagement percentage, and that kind of determines whether or not these videos are doing really, really well. Obviously if one is at a 0.02%, probably not. It's probably like fake bloody views or something. Most likely is. But this one right here in particular is at 11.41%. So this video is performing really, really well, okay? So that might be a video that we want to replicate, that we want to copy, okay? Because this right here, an AI Agent Money, how to make money fast using Manus AI, might be a good idea to copy. Now, coming down here, we do have the Instagram results as well. Look, there we go. We also have Nick, who's also building with AI automations and NA10 and whatnot. He's also here. We can see his video data and how it's performing on Instagram. And if we jump down here, we also get the TikTok as well, okay? So we do have some videos. But we can see here, we have all this data coming in. And if I was to open up this again, so let's just say the YouTube search for AI agents, open that up in a CSV, boom, there's all the data right here. Here's all the links as well to those videos. We have the views, the likes, the comments, the engagement rate, published date, everything's here, ready to go. And yeah, we can take advantage of this data, okay? So now let's do a little bit of a sneaky one, okay? Now this is actually going to be spying on a username across 400 to 500 different websites and tracking where this person, where these accounts are all located, okay? So let's just take, we'll take this one right here, lazy. No, we won't use that. Let's find someone a little bit more better. Let's just try TechFriend, okay? So we're going to come over here. We'll press 3 for the spy on username, okay? I'm going to press 3. And all we have to do is put in his name, okay? TechFriend. Press enter. And you can see right here, it's going through the process right now. So this is actually going to take maybe even a minute or so because it's going to be going through several hundred different websites to, search whether or not this person is there. And the great thing is that when we find all the accounts and all the social medias and all the websites where this person is, and if they're performing really, really well, we can then, replicate what they're doing and use it ourselves, okay? So I'll jump back when it's all done. Right, so that process is all done, and it's found 24 accounts for TechFriend, okay? So we can see right here that TechFriend is on Twitter, they're on Telegram, they're on even SoundCloud, Rumble, and we can just click on all of these links as well. So let's just say we want to open up the YouTube. There's a guy right here, Tech Friend. Let's say we wanted to get his Twitter account as well. We'll jump over to that. Boom, we've got that as well. And it's really good to see, what they're doing across several different places, and really taking advantage of all, the tricks and everything that person is using, especially if you're analyzing your competitors and you want to beat them. Okay, so this is where it gets really powerful. All this is built in VS Code. Okay, so if you haven't heard about VS Code before, basically what it is Visual Studio Code. Okay, now this is an IDE which is allowing us to build literally anything that we want to build. Okay, if we want to build AI agents, if we want to build AI automations and automations in general, this is something we can use. And the reason why it's kind of like my preferred method is because, think about it like this, it's way more freedom to do whatever the hell you want. I've already plateaued with N8N. I plateaued with Make and everything like that. I need more power, right? So to get more power, I have to go down this route to make, things which are even more powerful for my use case. Okay. So in all of this, I won't go through, a whole tutorial of how to build something like this. I'll do that for another video, but this is kind of what it looks like in a code base to understand, if you haven't seen something like this before, this is what you're looking at. Okay. So we can see here as well, even for just YouTube, we have all of this code here. And this is just essentially taking that HTTP request like you'd probably see in N8N or that you would see in Make, the same similar concept. We're using an API key, we're using parameters that we set just like we do with the nodes and everything. But in this case, we're doing it all directly in the code. Okay. Now you'd probably think that getting this up and running would take you a long time. Ironically, this would actually get you up and running faster than you would probably get up and running with N8N, with Make and things like that. I've already set up all of the credentials. So all you have to do is just put in your API keys, okay, with your credentials, just like you do with all the other platforms. You put those in there. You do a setup, which takes about 30 seconds, okay? And then you run it, and then you can use everything just like what you see right here. Now, if you are interested in using, I'm going to have the full guide on my community as well, just to get up and running and setting up the credentials, everything like that. But I can tell you right now, it is probably even easier than getting up and running with something like N8N, okay? It's very simple, okay? Because I've already done the hard part of making everything. But that's totally up to you. Love to see you there, but if I don't, I'll see you in the next video.